Hi, I'm Kat, and this is our daily tarot. I did want to go ahead and let you guys know that I created a meditation yesterday that is meant to be an evening grounding meditation for the end of the year. It is also a chakra meditation, and that is up on my YouTube channel, Delaney's Well. It's around 30 minutes. It's just over 30 minutes, so you do need some time to just set aside for that because it's a longer meditation. But I invite you to check that out if you would like some grounding and to just work with some of the energies that you had sat with throughout the year. So today's tarot, we got 5 cards. The opening card that we have for today is the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is all about contemplating some kind of emotional situation. There's something that's still on our mind that's of relationship nature or some matter of the heart that we're just kind of sitting with. And in some ways, it's kind of kept us from flowing towards one direction or another because our mind is sitting with this emotional question. It's as if we have one situation in our life and everything is kind of going all right with that, but there's this new situation that's coming in. And this is what we've been contemplating with and what we're looking at as far as the opening energies of the day. The challenge that we have for today, we have 2 cards actually. We have the Seven of Swords and we also have the Major Arcana of the High Priestess. So the Seven of Swords and the High Priestess together is this intuitive knowing around some character in our lives that's possibly a little sketchy. And so we may be contemplating this emotional matter because of some intuitive sense that we get around some situation or some person that is either coming back into our lives or has been trying to show up in our lives. And this reminds us, as far as the High Priestess goes, the work of listening to your intuition and not letting a situation, be offensive, but to sit with the situation and allow more information to come in and more things to be revealed. Because ultimately, the High Priestess is governed by a moon energy. And so it has this energy of what is revealed in, the dark spaces when the reflection of the sun on the moon comes back. And as the moon right now is waning and it's going into a new phase in the beginning of the year, there are things that are dropping away that we're starting to see. This is also reminding us, to balance both sides and to consider all perspectives, and that there is no real black and white. It's just more of how we feel in the situation, because this is also an emotional governed card. Now, the way we're going to get through the challenge today was another Major Arcana, and interestingly enough, it is the actual moon card, which is related to Pisces in the tarot system, but it is a higher evolution of this High Priestess card. You could say that she's sitting in, one of these towers, and this moon card is all about listening to our instincts again, and to not let our initiative be carried away by false ideas. Because you can see here there's these 2 canines, one's wild and one's domesticated. In between them is a little scarab that's kind of working its way up the path. And then behind that is this crustacean that's coming up out of this pool of water, which is the subconscious. And this path, if you keep following it, you can see that it's lit up by the light of the moon. And it goes through these 2 towers that are really separating the spiritual from the mundane. So this is asking us, what is our path? What is our goal? And is this situation that's trying to come into our lives, is it distracting us from our path? Is it helping us to refine our path? Where are we ultimately wanting to go? And to not let ourselves be misled by something that we really intuitively know better. Now, the ultimate outcome for the day is the King of Cups. We just had this card the other day. This is another water energy. So out of the 5 cards today, we have, 2 cups and 2 major arcanas that are related to the moon. And so remember that the cups are all related to our relationships and our emotional center, our emotional body. And the King of Cups is actually a fixed water energy. So it's where we have this sense of certainty around knowing intuitively like what is actually underneath the surface of things, because you can see that this king is sitting, you know, on this stone throne, and there's this movement of ocean around him. There's so much going on underneath the surface of that. And he's holding calm and he's holding still despite all of the things that are going on underneath the surface. And so there's a lot of things that are being transformed with this. Consider that, you know, fixed water, which is associated with ice, it can't stay ice forever. And we are in this period of kind of collecting information and witnessing ourselves and witnessing interactions with others and how we intuitively feel in our bodies. And I beg of people to consider that your body and your emotional body specifically, which is connected to your intuitive intelligence and your emotional intelligence, it can give you a read in any situation with any person, whether you feel shut down or you feel like you can speak your voice, or you feel more open in your heart, or you feel, you know, kind of closed, like wrapped around your heart, like you need to protect your heart. All of these things that interweave and integrate the body somatically with the emotions can be really informative to us as we move through life and shift and redirect ourselves based on interactions with people and conversations with people. And so this reminds us that we are constantly in a state of transformation, and that it's not a matter of what we're certain of, it's a matter of what we're open to seeing. So in that way, we can look beyond limitation of our certainty and be open to exchange with other people and transforming some of these things that are going on underneath the surface, because consider that a lot of people share those same emotions that are going on underneath the surface. So within the springtime, consider that everything turns over, and we are going to be having a really interesting shift of energies here in a couple of days astrologically, because we're going to have Jupiter move into Pisces, which is a sign that it has rulership over. And so we will be experiencing these blessings. And consider that Pisces is a water sign, and all water signs have this beneficial relationship within their trinity. So Scorpio, or this area of Scorpio, which is what this card represents as being a fixed water sign, is going to be benefited by this turning over of this big energy that we're going to be seeing with Jupiter going into Pisces, because Pisces is also a water sign. I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will go ahead and put a link below to that meditation in case you have some time tonight and you just want to ground and center and, you know, work with the energies of this last year. I send you so much love, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Mwah.